So this is something we're about to get correct. Because there's a lot of talk out there in the world of what men should want, etc., etc. When I say this, I don't mean something some of you might think. But men should want strong women. I'm not talking about masculine. I'm not talking about masculine, argumentative, combative, all up in your, bro, like I'm not talking about masculine. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about strong, emotionally, resilient, compassionate, loving, nurturing. Love is the strongest thing you could be. Hate, argumentative, all these negative things is what weakness is. So men should want a strong woman, and nobody's perfect. Everybody has work to do. But in the end, men should want a strong woman, not masculine, but strong, wisdom, courage, compassionate, understanding, nurturing, understands what she has to do to be who she needs to be. And women should also want, obviously, a strong man, masculine, dominant, understanding, empathic, would be willing to do anything to make things right. Working very hard to be the best man he could possibly be. Nobody's perfect. Everybody has work to do. This is up to every single one of us to be the best we can be and reflect on what needs to be done, because there's far too many selfish people in the world today, completely stuck in their ways. And also, you have to cut yourself some slack if you're somebody that is stuck in your ways, because maybe you didn't choose that. Things happen, bro. People, bro, grow up in terrible situations. People grow up in abusive situations. People grow up not choosing what has happened, which forces them to be stuck in their ways because they had to learn how to protect themselves. So it's all about these awakenings, bro. It's all about these awakenings. It's all about realizing who you have to be as a man and a woman, and completely waking up to that fact so you can be the best. And you're going to give yourself the greatest shot at the best things that this life has to offer, which is real love, real connection, the best friendships, the best connections with family, like you name it, the best things, the most success in your endeavors. Because the better you are, the better everything is going to be. That's just how it works. I was improving myself for a solid decade now, 10 years, solid decade. And just when you think you can't get any better, you absolutely can. It'll be a never-ending thing your entire life. You can always get better physically, mentally, spiritually, emotionally. And even after that, bro, there's just, the list goes on. Wisdom, new ways to make money, whatever it might be, your finances, like, bro, you can improve so much. And this is what life should be about. It's not about doing too much at once. It's just about putting the pieces of the puzzle together to make things be what it should be so you can live a great life. That's what it's all about. And it takes awakenings in order for these things to happen. Like huge awakenings. I got awakened to success, what it takes to become successful, because you think you're so good at one point when you're like in your early 20s. You just think you're the hottest shit going. You had that type of confidence, and that's why I say that. And you think you're right there. You think you're right on the brink of success, which maybe, but maybe not. You think it's just like, I worked myself to here and I can become successful now and it's right there. No, bro, it's not right there. You're about to take a huge dip down, and you have to fight to get back up again, and you're going to come down a bit. You're going to come down a bit again, and you're going to have to go back up again. It's such a mind, bro. Like, life is so much harder than anyone could possibly think, but it's also not as hard as you think. It's just about staying in the right state of mind under whatever circumstances you're going through. That's what it's all about. It's about learning. It's about growing. It's about adapting to challenges, to things that happen, and it's going to make us the best people we could possibly be. And like I said, when I look back in my early 20s, I was completely shredded, completely jacked, pretty much the same today. I had all the confidence on earth, and I had a lot of self-belief, but there were still things missing, and that's what you don't know about until you grow through it and you realize that you weren't there just yet. There was still a ways to go. There were still years to go after where you thought you were so ahead. That's where you have to go to, bro. That is where you have to go to, and there's nothing better in life than getting better in every way you could possibly think. That is the greatest feeling ever. The worst feeling ever is not growing. The worst feeling ever is not improving. The worst feeling ever is not being the man or woman you're supposed to be. That is the worst feeling ever. The best feeling ever is improving. The best feeling ever is coming through and becoming the man or woman God has set you out to be. And that's what life's all about. Because, like I said, when you do this, everything else just falls into place. Everything else is just amazing. And things are going to happen, bro. You're going to pick the wrong career path sometimes. You're going to go down this path, and it wasn't the right path. It was the wrong career path. Now you have to adjust. You have to get back up. You have to do it all over again. So much work. Like, bro, I cannot even fathom the amount of adversity I had to go through in my own personal life this entire time in ways that are unimaginable to get myself to even where I'm at today. The adversity, bro, it's just out of this world. It's out of this world. And if you're young, you just don't know it yet. It's not that you're stupid. It's not that anything of that nature, because I didn't feel stupid when I was young. I felt good. I felt confident, but you can only get so good at whatever age you're at, and there's just another long way to go. And I say that because there's a lot of young studs right now. They're maybe 19, 20, 21, 22 or something, and they think they have it on lock already, and they just don't know what's coming. Just like I didn't know what's coming, but I made a promise to myself. I looked myself in the mirror. I said, I'm going to do whatever it takes to become the man I'm supposed to be in every way possible and imaginable. And I will live the life I'm supposed to live. It will happen because of the work I'm willing to put in. Bro, you don't understand the mindset. It's an elite mindset. It's, you're here for a purpose. You're here, and you're not gonna bout. You're gonna do exactly what you're supposed to do. You're going to be the best you can be. You're gonna make your family proud. You're gonna make your wife proud, your husband proud, your kids proud. You're gonna be that dude, or you're gonna be that woman, and that's what it's going to be. Every single human alive has things they have to do in order to be that, and I suggest doing it. I highly suggest doing it. It's worth it. The thing that isn't worth it is giving up on your dreams, giving up on those goals, giving up on a vision, giving up in every way you could think. There's so many people today, bro, that are giving up. Like there's just all these videos out here today. Oh, gotta sneeze. There's so many videos out there today on men giving up, men checking out. I've done some myself. Men giving up, men checking out, which is the truth. There's lots of men giving up. There's lots of men checking out. But why? But why? Did you guys ever just ask yourselves, why is this happening? Why would you give up on yourself? Is it because you don't believe in yourself? Is it because you feel you're so far away from your goals and what you want to do? Is it because you feel so far away from love and you don't think you can get it? These are questions you have to ask yourself, and it's up to you to do the work in order to get the things you want out of this life. I see a lot of people blaming everybody today. Blaming. And self-accountability goes a long way. You can fix the situation with some of you guys, these modern women you guys might deal with or whatever's going on. You guys can fix that situation by becoming elite. You guys can fix that situation by going overseas. It's not impossible. You're not stuck. There's ways to do anything in this world. I told you guys I had to sneeze. Damn. It just wasn't there quite yet, but it come. But yes, there's all things we have to do, and bro, I wanted nothing more out of this life than to be the best man I could be. Like, I thought that way ever since coming out of high school, like, because I couldn't be the best I could be when I was in school because I was doing things I didn't want to do. I had to finish, I had to get out, and I had to start venturing off on my own paths. That was my plan. I did not have a plan for school. And it's okay if you do. Some people want a career with school. That's perfectly fine. It's not the worst thing you could do. It's probably pretty smart. It's just, if you have that much self-belief in yourself to not need it, then you can go ahead and do it, because many people do. Well, not many, but some people do. Me being one of them. You can make whatever happen that you want to happen. You don't have to do things on somebody else's time. You do not have to do things on somebody else's agenda. You have a choice. You have a life. And that's the beautiful thing about life. We do have choices. We're not stuck. We don't have to do shit for nobody besides ourselves. If you want to do shit for somebody else, be my guest. You don't have to. And I'm telling you that full well, you don't have to. You can do your own thing. You can find a way. Where there's a will, there's a way, in the words of Les Brown. Where there's a will, there's a way. And we can do it. You guys have to understand, when you become rare, you become... life is going, like, bro, you become a rare man or woman. Life and things is going to get easy because you put in so much work to become what you are. Look at professional athletes. Look at some NBA players, Steph Curry, whatever you want to say. Look at the contracts those dudes have. Look at the contracts lots of high-level professional sports players have. They get such a big bag because of all the work they've done. You get rewarded. You don't do the work, you don't get rewarded. You do the work, you get rewarded. That's how life goes. That's how things go. Adversity's going to come. These guys that play sports, all kinds of adversity. Some of them get injuries that takes them out for a whole season. That's adversity. What are you going to do about it? You going to give up the entire sport because you got injured? You don't want to do the work to get yourself back? No. What do? They rehab their injuries. They come back even better because they're hungry. It's their purpose. They must go on. They must conquer. They must be the best they can be. You guys would be shocked at what hard work can do. It will give you everything. And those that are not willing to put it in, those that want to be lazy, those that don't want to get up to do that kind of work will fall short. I promise you guys that 100 times out of 100. When the work is not being done, when you know what you have to do and you don't do it, you will fall short. You will live a cursed life. Not blessed. You will be cursed. But you'll be blessed if you understand what needs to be done. You will be blessed. You will be better. You'll be more resilient overall. And this is what it takes. But yeah, back to what we were saying. But this video all has to do with strength. You know, this video all has to do with strength within ourselves as men and women. Every man should want a strong woman, not masculine, but strong. Knows who she is, knows what she's doing, knows how to play her role, as you do as well as a man. Every woman needs a strong man. Every strong man needs a strong woman. One being feminine, one being masculine, one knowing her role, the man knowing his role, knowing what needs to be done. I don't have to explain any further. We already know what makes a man attractive and a woman attractive. And yeah, things need to be worked on. Things need to be adjusted. And this is the beautiful thing about life. There's a lot of people today, bro, living in self-denial. There's a lot of people today, they don't understand what needs to be done and they're not doing it. We all must put in that type of work. Every single one of us must put in that type of work in order to grow ourselves. 24/7, bro. I've been trying to do it for the longest time. I've been doing it for the longest time. And just when you think you can't get no better, you can, because something else pops up. Something else appears. And it forces you to grow as a man or a woman. I could be in my 30s. Some of you could be in your 30s or 40s or 50s. Something else, when you don't think it's possible, something else will pop up and it will force you to grow, but it's on you if you actually grow or not. Some people choose not to. Some people choose to. I'm one that chooses to. I'll do it every day of the week. I will do that work. I have no problem doing the work. That is no problem. But sometimes the only problem was not knowing. Not knowing what you had to do. You didn't know how to trade cryptocurrency. Now you do. Oh my God, you just made a shitload of money. And that's just a random example, but you guys get the point. It's shit like that, bro, that could change your life. So we all must know how to be the strongest, bestest versions of ourselves and do whatever it takes to make it happen, because that's when life gets significantly better. When I look back at my life, it's how it always happened. I got far more fit, life got better. I gained a bunch of wisdom and knowledge, life got far better. I come up with my own ideas, life got far better. I brainstormed, life got far better. I went through these spiritual awakenings, life got far better. And it's because I chose to go through it and go through those uncomfortable things to learn and to grow. And bro, I remember being like 19, 20 years old at my folks' place while everybody else is sleeping. I was in the living room watching on the big screen, just like these motivational videos and guys just telling the truth. And I went through a hard time right before all this, and I'm literally getting brought into tears. I'm just taking in all this courage and all this information. It's literally bringing tears to my eyes, and I'm taking it all in. I'm letting the hurt, and I'm just letting myself become empowered and awakened, and it's changing me, and I know I'm changing, and bro, I adapt. This is what life is all about. It's about adapting. It's about wanting to change. It's about wanting to be the best you can be. It's the wisest thing any man or woman could do. And the dumbest thing you could do is live in self-denial and never change. It's going to hold you back. It's going to keep your life. Your whole life is done if you choose to not grow. And that's why you want a strong woman. That's why you want to be a strong man. And for the women, that's why you want a strong man. This is what true strength really is. And with that being said, that is the end of this video. God willing, God bless. We'll see y'all in the next. And we'll see y'all at the top.